Anyways, what's up, guys? Show most decimal. Crispy, we're back in that video. We got, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Let's go with his nickname. BY. The worst universe to live in. Let's see what's going on with this one. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media. It's gonna pop on the screen.
I am Groot, my niggas, and welcome to today's Yap session. Now, as you can see by the thumbnail and title of this video, I will be going over.
What's up, guys? Show most decimal. Crispy, we're back in that video. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're on the road to 5 minutes. Let's get
some of the worst universes to live in.
Alright.
Because the more media and content I consume while I make content for my own channel, the more universes I get to see. And I never realized how screwed you would be in a lot of these universes. Because I think we see the main characters and how they can easily survive these universes, but we gotta be honest with ourselves. If we were put in these universes, we are not gonna be the main characters. We're not even gonna be the Tintins of these universes. We're going to be random civilians that probably don't even have a name, barely any powers, no real abilities, and no means to live in any of these universes. So for this video, I selected a few universes from video games, anime, TV shows, and movies that I think would be a living hell to be a part of, if you even survive, which is a huge maybe. So y'all know the drill. Sit back, relax, start that OnlyFans account you've been on the fence about, and get ready for a show. Narrated by yours truly. Let's get into the first universe you do not want to live in.
Death by Daylight. Ooh. Ooh. Starting out strong. Wow. Wow.
So for those of you that don't play this game, let me give you some context on what this game is about. Because I think if I just explain the game, you'll understand why living in this would be hell. So it's you and 3 random people trapped in the map. There are also 5 generators you need to fix in order to leave the map and gain your freedom. Sounds pretty simple, right?
No.
The cherry on top is that there is a killer trying to not only stop all of you from leaving, but they are also trying to kill you. It's kind of like hide and seek, but a lot more scary, not really fun, and you can die. Yeah, never mind. This is nothing like hide and seek. And you don't even get a weapon to fight back. The 3 main items you have are a toolbox,
a flashlight, and basically your hands. But this is the most holiest universe, I say myself.
And a med kit. So in a game where there are serial killers trying to murder you, your only main form of protecting yourself is to run away and just hope they don't catch you. And these aren't regular serial killers. These are quite possibly the worst characters to be stuck in a map with.
Thanks.
But before I talk about the killers, I want to get the obvious stuff out the way. Most of us have no idea how to fix these generators. And the probability of you getting 3 other people sent to this universe with you that also know how to fix this is very small. Because I'll be honest, I can look at this generator and confidently say, I have no idea how to fix this thing.
Nope.
My only help will be trying the on and off switch, and after that, I'll just accept my fate. Another thing in this game is you can't talk. You just gotta emote and hope they know what you're trying to say. And I guess you could talk hypothetically since we can talk in real life, but then the killer is probably gonna find you a lot faster. So back to the killer part. Let me just name a few of the killers you might run into along the way. I'll start it off with the Trapper.
If you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is Reimagine in CoProducer. You can take any sample you find and flip it into infinite, one-of-a-kind.
This dude right here is equipped with a giant weapon called a cleaver and several bear traps. And if you can tell by the gameplay being shown, most of these maps are taking place during nighttime. So not only do you have to worry about being sliced in half, fixing all these generators, and making as little noise as possible, but you also just might accidentally step in a bear trap.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the worst pain right there. In life, I hope I never ever experience that. If the world turns to a zombie apocalypse or some aliens take over, that is the worst thing. Cause I ain't lying to you. What happened to do in a quiet place? Never again, bro. No.
And he also gets notified whenever you step in one. So now your leg is cooked, and it's only a matter of time before he finds you. And that's the next thing I want to point out. If the killer catches you, Not only do you get hit with whatever weapon they are using, but they also pick you up and put your entire body on a giant hook. And you just gotta sit there and wait for another person to come lift you off. And once you're off, you still gotta run from the killer and fix the generators like there wouldn't be a giant bleeding hole in your chest.
Right.
There's not even a need to continue working at that point. Personally, if I'm sent to this universe, once I've been caught and hooked, don't save me. I hope y'all make it out, but there's no way I'm putting in any effort after I just got hung like a Christmas ornament by the killer. Next killer you better hope you don't run into is the Dredge.
Oh. Wow.
So I think just based off how ugly and scary this thing looks, that's enough to not want to be in this universe. But don't worry, I got more evidence to bring to the table.
Okay.
So to start off, this thing can teleport basically anywhere on the map. His body is also
Anywhere on the map. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Let me be. If they talking about, you know how the long walk, they say, oh yeah, we need you to sign up and do all this. And they say, oh, they like, we need you to sign up. If you win, you get like a $10 million, $1,000, $10 million, or 50 million. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm just gonna clock in at McDonald's, hit that all day, every day. So who am I?
not even his own body. It's made up of dead bodies and random stuff, so you can't even fight it. And the worst thing about this killer right here is he has something that's called unbreakonesis. I know it sounds made up, but let me explain. He can make the entire map go pitch black. And during this time, he can move faster, has increased teleportation speed, and he can sense you wherever you are. And I'm sure by now, we've seen the lockers in this game. And if you don't know, they are used to hide from the killers. But if you go up against this killer, this is what happens if he catches your ass in a locker hiding. And the last thing I'll say is, this killer can knock you down and then just absorb your entire body, leaving nothing left. All right, let's get into the next killer, the Cenobite.
AKA Pinhead.
I shall tear your soul apart.
If y'all have seen his movie, then y'all already know he's not someone you want to be stuck with. Not only is he immune to all damage and immortal, but in this game, he will literally chain you up while you're running from him. And I don't know how strong y'all are, but there's no way I'm getting these magical ass chains out of my body before he comes and violates me. And even if you're not being chased by him, all the other survivors can be chained up too. So now all 4 of y'all in this map are getting chains sent throughout your entire body. And look at the predicament this person is in right here. 6 chains in his body, and 1 of them going through his skull. The last killer I want to talk about in this game isn't the scariest killer, but he would definitely make me start crying as soon as I saw him. The Oni.
Oh, the Oni look like he'd be that type of person not to mess with. Yeah, you got that. Wow.
Now this guy doesn't have the craziest powers, but he is really, really fast. And whenever he's running this fast, he's doing this with a giant weapon that's going to destroy your skeletal system. Just look at this clip and tell me if you think you can outrun or survive this.
Oh! Hey man, sign that man up on the track team. I promise you he winning all his races. Golly. Yeah, bro, I ain't lying to you. Speed wouldn't even beat this. Even Tyreek Hill, bro. And that's the 2 fastest people. And the dude who running the Olympics, but that boy running a 4 flat, never look back. I swear.
He can even look like this.
Dang. Hey, man. Ah, they're chomping on.
Yeah, it's no way I'm putting up a fight against a giant blood demon bear with a sword. And if you're wondering about the cat on top of its head, it's literally controlling him like Ratatouille. So you gotta
that's
worry about
crazy.
the cat getting to you and taking over your brain too.
Motherfucker, don't ever fucking film me. I'm gonna kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And there's tons of other killers in this game, like Michael Myers, Springtrap.
All right, Michael Myers, Springtrap. I could say like I might survive that. Now, once you just explain the other three, yeah, we just cook. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me just go ahead and clock into another job. Like, but let's keep it a nice good buck. I'm busting a flow flat. Michael Myers not running for you. He's walking. So yeah.
Alien.
Okay,
They even
yeah,
got
you got that.
Vecna in this game. And all the
Man, ain't nobody worried about no Vecna.
killers I mentioned are basic killers, by the way. The Dead by Daylight killer roster has some very complex and scary killers in it. There's killers that can turn into a wolf and kill you. There's characters that will literally throw up on you and kill you.
Wow.
There's a killer with a giant harpoon gun that can shoot you, reel you in like a fish, and then kill you.
Wow.
And I think the worst part about this game would be the ending, if you even make it that far, because it'll be some heavy blood loss for sure. Because once the generators are done, you still gotta find the door to leave and open it. And not gonna lie, this door feels like it takes 4 days to open during the game. So I know in real life, this door is opening slow as hell. And during this time, the killer can have a perk to block off the exit lever and the actual gate to leave. I remember when I first found out about this, I was in shambles. You telling me after I got hit multiple times with this big ass weapon, hung like a Christmas decoration from my neck, fixed 5 generators, saved my injured friends, and I finally make it to the exit gate without dying somehow, it's blocked off? You
Yeah,
should
that's
have just
crazy.
killed me from the start if you had all
That's
this.
crazy.
But let's be honest with
Nah,
ourselves.
that's crazy. That's crazy. That gotta be the top 10 pettiest stuff. Like, low key petty, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I'm about to be on some track stuff. I'm about to be jumping like them hurdles. I swear to God, shit, I'll be jumping like some hurdles. So what if I miss a shoe? I'm gonna be gone.
In real life, none of us are making it to
Pokemon? Pokemon is not that bad unless you messing with these type of Pokemon. But at best, I mean, Pokemon don't seem that bad. You catch Pokemons, you go to explore the world, you meet Team Rocket. Who knows?
Oh no, we've been totally separated from our bodies.
I couldn't make this video without putting Pokemon in the lineup. Y'all know I'm a huge Pokemon fan, but if you take the Pokemon world and put a real life person in it, they are absolutely done for. Cause to start it off, a lot of these creatures are actually scary as hell. Matter of fact, all these creatures are actually scary as hell. From the first Pokemon in the Pokédex to the very last one, they are all capable of insane levels of destruction. Cause in our own world, we have our own monsters like polar bears, alligators, and sharks. Now imagine those creatures, but with superpowers. That's basically Pokemon. And I touched on how scary some of these creatures are in the Terrible Parents video I made. Part 2 coming soon, by the way. But I only gave 3 examples. So let's talk about some other creatures that you'd have to share a world with if you got thrown into the Pokemon universe. Behem. With
Who is
its
this?
psychic powers, it rewrites its opponent's memories.
All right, son, that's that new Pokemon stuff. See, once Ash and Rock and all them other dudes and they went to go see them other Pokemon, like fell off of that, bro. After that, when old dude had that grass Pokemon that looked like a beaver, that was the last time I watched Pokemon. And then it was another Pokemon show that he went on to like a beach and stuff. Had a fire dude, little small dude, girl with green hair, blue hair, and then that was the last time I fully watched Pokemon. Who is this? Who is this? I don't know this man.
You too maybe have already had your memories rewritten. So to put this in a real world example, if you happen to run into this Pokemon, it can just Thanos snap away your memories.
Wow.
And the whole time, you don't even know because it's already wiped them. The memories you had of your family, gone. The
Wow.
memories you had of your friends, gone. The memories of watching my channel and having a great time, yeah, that's gone too. I know, that's super scary, but let's get a bit scarier. Drifloon. Stories
I know
go
him.
that it grabs the hands of small children and drags them away to the afterlife. It dislikes heavy children. Now this isn't scary if you're fat, but for all the other children, this is awful. It's also awful for the parents of the children and the world as a whole. And this Pokemon looks so harmless too, but it's basically the Grim Reaper.
Nah, that's crazy.
Jellicent. The fate of ships and crew that wander into Jellicent's habitat, all sunken, all lost, all vanished. That's literally the entire entry. There's no further explanation on where they went or why they vanished.
I wonder who be trying to catch these Pokemons. That's the real question. Who's trying to catch these Pokemons? I would be damned if I see a Pokemon like this talking about bringing you down in the ocean. Yeah, this ain't no wave in the water. Shit, no. And this ain't, are you ready? Wow. All right, now I'm gonna show you better than I'm gonna tell you. Better back your ass back. Oh.
And there's no way to know when you're entering its area either. So why they vanished. And there's no way to know when you're entering its area either.
That's
so
crazy.
you could just be swimming with the family at the beach and you're gone.
Wow.
Having a fun time on that expensive cruise you finally bought, you're gone too. So basically any job or activity that has to do with the ocean, you're cooked. Meowstic. When in danger, it raises its ears and releases enough psychic power to grind a 10-ton truck into dust. And just in case you don't know how much a 10-ton truck is, that's 22,000 pounds of truck that it just crushed into dust. So if it can do that to a 10-ton truck, what the hell do you think it's gonna do to our bodies?
Oh, that man.
I'm sure I don't even need to explain this one any further. Hatchrim. The moment this Pokemon finds someone who's emitting strong emotions, it will pummel them senseless with its braids to silence them.
This nigga is crazy. You fucked up.
So let's say you're having a good day, cause for some reason you haven't died in this universe yet. And let's just say you got a raise at work. So you're super happy and feeling great. Then you walk out your job to go home and your ass is getting beat into a coma by this little ass fairy.
Nah, that's crazy.
And even when it evolves into its final form, Hatterene, it's even scarier. Hatterene. If you're too loud around it, you risk being torn apart by the claws on its tentacle. This Pokemon is also known as the Forest Witch. So you gotta...
You know what? And that understanding, I see why I fell off from this show. You know why? Because they just start adding random bullshit that ain't no sense. Because how you gonna tell me you gonna start adding all these random characters and now they got a build a god like on some yeah, I'm hiding in the woods and get you. And they got somebody picking up kids and taking them to the... They're like, wait, what? And I can't even swim in the water? Can't even have a nice day. Wow, bro, Pokemon. It still be an amazing world. You just gotta find some Pokemon that would be way stronger than that.
worry about not showing emotions and being quiet.
You know, that's crazy.
Like imagine watching your favorite sports team play on TV, and as soon as you get excited for them to win, Hatterene and a gang of these little fairies are at your door waiting to beat the living hell out of you just because you're happy. Frostlass. When it finds humans or Pokemon it likes, it freezes them and takes them to its chilly den where they become decorations. So if this Pokemon happens to like you or even your Pokemon, it's going to freeze y'all and then you're going to end up as a decoration in its living room.
That's crazy.
Palossand, known as the beach nightmare. It pulls its prey down into the sand by controlling the sand itself, and then it sucks out their souls. It's really just Russian roulette at this point. You go on the water, you get sent to the Shadow Realm by Jellicent. You stay on the sand at the beach, you get your soul sucked out and sent to the afterlife. And even though all these are scary as hell, this isn't even 1% of the total amount of Pokemon literally beef in the middle of the ocean and cause planetary devastation all across the entire globe for no reason. When these two giants go at it, there can be massive volcanoes erupting, extreme droughts, and flooding. What the hell are you gonna do to stop any of this? And with all this destruction going on, you're probably gonna be scared and showing some sad emotions, right? Where here comes the fairies to beat your ass again. While your house is flooded too, by the way. And I didn't even think of this at first, but think about the amount of crime that would be taking place if people could get their hands on Pokemon. Someone could rob you at gunpoint and not even need a gun. They could just have an Inteleon on a nearby rooftop. You gonna have to give it up, gang. What are you gonna—
Oh, no, I gotta catch him when I get the game. I gotta catch him then. I call that boy Shooter.
do against a snipe shot to your dome?
Oh yeah,
I don't even want to think about the amount of crimes that could be committed with Pokemon, because I know someone's gonna comment, but we could have Pokemon too, so we could fight back. Which is true, but that's not stopping that Inteleon from sniping your head off. People will be committing crimes and attacking the humans, not the Pokemon. And some of these Pokemon can learn moves that will absolutely fry you. Some of the most innocent looking Pokemon have moves that you would not be able to survive. For example, let's take Piplup.
That's cool.
It looks cute, right?
Top
but
5.
This Pokemon gets a move called Whirlpool, and this is what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
And that's not even the worst part. This move traps you in a giant tsunami 2 to 5 times before it's done. Some of y'all can't even swim in real life, so I know this move is taking y'all niggas out. And really, even if you can swim, it's still killing you. It's a giant tsunami hitting you at least 2 times. And you better hope it doesn't hit you all 5. But I will say there is one tiny dub within all of this. The amount of aura farming you could do with these Pokemon would be astronomical. You know, if you haven't died yet. Last reason I think this universe will be hell is the amount of niggas who would be trying to date the Pokemon for various nasty acts. Cause I'm a big fan of the Pokemon community for the most part, but not gonna lie, there are some real freaks in this community. And sadly, I've seen some nasty stuff with some of my favorite Pokemon. And I do not want to see what a potential Gardevoir human hybrid baby would look like. But before any of you
Freaky ass nigga.
get any ideas, let's move on to the next universe.
Wow. You would love to say, you would love to just to put this one out. Not gonna hold you. Marvel DC might be the worst spot to go to. Not gonna hold you, especially as you're a civilian. At best, my nigga, you might as well go ahead and just try to get like some, I don't even know, like some Ninja Turtle stuff. Get mutated like a squirrel or something. Or who knows, man, just be a sidekick to one of these characters. Or, I don't know, cause just being a regular civilian, nah, terrible. That's terrible. Don't let you work at the office business today. Oh, hey, Bob. I heard you got that new promotion. As soon as you say promotion, a big meteor just come out of nowhere. Take half of Bob thing. All you see him holding a cup in his hand. Half face. Man, looking like freaking freaking Freddy Krueger with fucking Deadpool in this motherfucker. Holding his coffee. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Ain't nothing to say in this universe, bro.
This one was a given. The amount of sheer destruction in the MCU is crazy. They will really destroy the entire city just to inflict 0 damage on the actual villains. And the villains that show up don't make a calm entrance. Them niggas are pulling up from the sky with ships, armies, and whatever the hell this thing is.
That's crazy.
And you just better hope you're in an Avengers film. Cause if it's a solo film, you gotta pray that the main character of the film saves you. Cause there will be 0 other heroes pulling up to help the city. This would make me so mad if I lived in this universe. What do you mean the Avengers can't save me cause this is Spider-Man's movie? My entire city is getting destroyed and the only super nigga I can count on is Spider-Man? What the hell are the other heroes doing that's more important than stopping the city from being destroyed? And if you live in New York, you're ultra cooked. That's where damn near every major moment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe takes place, which is wild because all the heroes live here. You would think it would be the safest place to be, but it's not. Plus, any universe that has the possibility of me being snapped away, I do not want to be a part of. It's even small petty shit the heroes would do that would make this hell too. Like in Captain America Civil War, Cap, Bucky, and Black Panther just jump onto this highway and start chasing each other. And this nigga Cap jumped on this man's car, smashed the front of it, and then threw the driver out and stole his car. Now he's just in the middle of the highway having to hope you don't get ran over. And Cap was driving crazy as hell on this highway. Bucky was jumping on people's cars, and he even stole a dude's bike and just threw him off.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Is this nigga serious?
Then Bucky's ass blew up the entire highway just to stop them from chasing them. This is just a random Tuesday morning, by the way. And even on the off chance these guys get their car and bike back, the vehicles are completely totaled.
Yep.
And what are you even supposed to say to your insurance company if you lived in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Hey, I'm calling to file a claim on my car. Okay, sir, what happened and how can we help? And it's not just New York. New York does end up cooked a lot, but the MCU sucks everywhere. Let me give y'all a quick rundown on some of the other places that the MCU movies have destroyed.
Yep.
Iron Man 1, Los Angeles and the Middle East. Iron Man 2, New York and Monaco.
Wow.
Thor, New Mexico.
Wow.
Captain America the First Avenger, Europe. Avengers, the Mojave Desert and Germany. Iron Man 3, Tennessee. Thor the Dark World, London. Captain America the Winter Soldier, Washington, D.C. Age of Ultron, New York, Johannesburg, Iowa, and South Korea. Civil War, Lagos, New York, Berlin, and Siberia. Doctor Strange, Nepal and Hong Kong. Black Panther, Oakland, South Korea, and East Africa. Infinity War, the entire world. So it doesn't matter where you live in this universe, you're gonna get cooked. All right, time for the next one.
That's crazy. Sometimes, you know, it make you rethink about life sometimes, cause like Jurassic Park, that right there would should tell you never ever just try to join a universe. You know that I know dinosaurs is the worst things to ever seen. Like, and I know they got some people out there that don't believe dinosaurs are real. But my brothers and my baby, they got dinosaurs. They just not just put this out of nowhere and just made this out of their mind or nothing like that. Nah. And I ain't gonna hold you. At best, dinosaur, you do not want to come. I'll name about 4 of them right now. Maybe 5. Number 1, the T-Rex. Number 2, a Tyrannosaurus. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. A Tyrannosaurus, whatever they call. Number 3, a reptile. A raptor. Not a reptile. Whatever. Raptor. Number 5, what's them long neck dinosaurs? Don't want to mess with those. And number 5, what's that other dinosaur, but it's like a T-Rex, but it got long arms, but it got like a long nose. Don't go in the ocean wearing a suit. And I'm not a big dinosaur how I used to be like back in the day. This ain't no dinosaur train. We're gonna ride. I'm like, no. So don't get mad at me if I mix my yep.
If you're unfamiliar with the Jurassic World universe, essentially scientists are bringing back dinosaurs and making a sort of amusement park experience with them. Then as the movies go on, they start to try to live with the dinosaurs and a bunch of other wild stuff. And ironically, I'm a big fan of dinosaurs, but under no circumstance would I want to be put in this universe. And it'd be different if they were just bringing back peaceful dinosaurs or the small ones. But these niggas want to bring them all back. The T-Rexes, the Brontosaurus, the Raptors, Spinosaurus, and every damn...
That's the one I was talking about. The Brontosaurus. You do not want to mess with that one. Woo! But you ain't running out. You ain't running that thing. I ain't gonna hold you. All the way back in that old movie, Jurassic. Nah.
Creature that needed to go extinct in
Oh!
order for humans to properly survive on Earth. And sadly for the people in this universe, the dinosaurs always escape the enclosures they are in. So at any given moment, I gotta be ready to go inside of my ARK bag and square up with a damn Velociraptor. Or get picked up by a random pterodon and sent to my death. And the scientists behind all this, they just keep pushing the limits every movie. You'd think after the first movie, when that T-Rex turned into prehistoric King Von, they would have learned from their mistakes, but they never do, because they start making some crazy dinosaurs that should never have existed. Like the Indominus Rex.
How do I say goodbye to what we had?
This thing was made from the DNA of a raptor, Carnotaurus, Gigantosaurus, Dinosuchus, Therizinosaur, and to top it all off, they will talk to other dinosaurs. There's no way I want to live in this universe, man. And if y'all have seen the end of Jurassic World Dominion, they actually let damn near every single species out to live in the world. They let the raptors just go free, the Ankylosaurus was just chilling in the hills, the Parasaurs were running with the stallions, the Pterodons were flying with the birds,
That's
the
crazy.
Brontosaurus was casually in the woods, and they even freed the Mosasaurus to live in the ocean with the other fish. And at the time, this seemed like a peaceful ending to this movie. But really think about what they just did and how this would mess not only your life up, but the entire world's life up. Because most of these dinosaurs got that Dave Blunt's type of appetite. So a good majority of the people and animals on Earth are becoming snacks, which in this case would include you. And then let's just say the Mosasaurus ended up getting cuffed by a bad little great white fine shit. And they end up having a baby. That thing is gonna be a monster, literally. It probably wouldn't take but a year and the entire human and animal population is gonna be down to 32 people and 2.5 penguins. And think about going to work and the highway is just backed up because a group of Triceratops decided to smash through the entire city. Or you let your dog out to pee and it's a group of raptors waiting to eat you and the dog. And let's not even talk about the flying dinosaurs. Air travel is no longer an option. I'm not flying anywhere if these niggas share the same.
At best, look, at best, you might as well just go ahead and stay at the crib, bro. Raptors gotta open. This ain't no pull down doors. They gotta do this. And I ain't saying, oh, well, they can open doors, you crispy. who am I? I will be back. We'll be like, this is I Am a Legend. I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. This would be I Am Legend. For real, I Am Legend. Show you better than I'll tell you. This would be the time I would never have no pets right here. I'm like, at best, my nigga, I'll try to kidnap one of them raptors. But the downside of me trying to do that, they'll be making too much noise. And who am I to be trying to fight a raptor? Yeah, bro. It might as well just be quarantine all over again. Stay in the house, bro.
Airspace as a plane. And that's the scariest part about all this. You can't swim, you can't run, you can't fly, and you can't hide from these dinosaurs. Something is going to either eat you, kill you, or just make your life a living hell. And that's why I added it to the list. But now it's time for the final universe you do not want to live in.
We need to return him to us. Alive.
Look, listen. The Purge have to be the most hoest universe that I ever know. This universe is so hold, it don't even make sense why it's even a thing. Whoever thought about making the Purge, you need help in general in life. Cause ain't no way. At best, I'm barricading all my doors, not going outside. I'm collecting all the food that I can get while I can. I will be sitting in my house. I promise you, this will be on some home. We'll be on some Home Alone, having the traps. I will have bear traps in the front of my yards. I wish you would think you could step in there. Soon as you step, show you better than I can tell you. I might have a sniper rifle. My house is gonna be the biggest house. I'm gonna have everything barricaded. There's no way you could get in this. And somehow, in some way, you get in this house, you're dead. You're dead. You're obviously gonna be dead. Now, obviously, and I'm not helping nobody to bring in. I don't care who you is. You could be somebody I knew since back in the Gap. You better stay out there. Nah, I'm all by myself with this. Barricading everything.
So we may purge as we are entitled.
So the Purge universe is pretty simple, to be honest. It's a series of movies that host a day that's called the Purge. And within these 12 hours, any type of crime is legal. Murder, legal. Robbery, legal. Arson, legal. Driving in the street with a flamethrower and a bunch of machine guns, yeah, that's legal too. And I think this would be a terrible universe to live in for a bunch of reasons. I think the biggest one is that you or any of your loved ones could just die, and their killers would face zero consequence. Because during these movies, nobody is doing smart crimes like I would be doing. Like robbing the grocery store for a month's supply of groceries, taking all of GameStop's inventory, then trading it back in the next day, even though I'll probably only get $5 store credit, or maybe castrating any pedophiles that are in the nearby area. But they want to burn down houses, shoot people, and blow up buildings. So you might think you're gonna go to work the next day because you survived, but then turns out your boss got sniped, your office building has been blown up, and now you don't have a job anymore.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All because you live in the Purge universe. And it's coming again next year too. Hopefully you make it. You'd also have to not make any enemies. So no arguing with people, no fighting, or anything that might make someone dislike you. Because then you gotta worry about them finding your crib and making you dance on IG Live before they blow your head smooth off of your body and face zero consequences. All because you cut them off in traffic 8 months ago. There's even a movie in this universe called The Forever Purge. It takes place in Texas, and they basically threw away the 12-hour rule, and now it's Purge Day every day. This is the type of stuff that Martin Luther King Vaughn fought so hard for. I do not want to live here. But yeah, I don't think I need to further explain why living in the Purge universe would be terrible. Also don't want to say too much because I'm cooking up a horror video that includes the Purge, so that's gonna be it for this one.
Wow. Okay, BY. You made a great, amazing video, dog. But that last one, I'm not going to that universe. You know what? At that point, if the Purge that bad, I would rather just have to go sit there and go try to survive in daylight. Or go to Jurassic. At that point, you know what? No. You know what? I would rather go to the Marvel universe and give me the best movie they ever have, and let me just die in the office. Cause ain't no way I'm letting somebody killing me on no Purge. Better be some creature, some alien. They got to earn this kill. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow our social media pop on the screen. We want to roll to 500, and I'm out.